republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Supervisor Vecchio,
Yeah, here.
Councilman McCarthy,
Here.
Councilman Wareheim,
Here.
Councilwoman Noack,
Here.
Oh, thank you.
is Councilwoman Inzarella absent today? Or?
No, I don't think so.
Councilwoman Inzarella. Just say here.
Here.
Under public hearings, the town board to consider a proposed amendment to chapter 135 of the town code entitled Dogs and Other Animals.
Good afternoon, Supervisor, members of the Town Board. I'm Janice Hanson, Assistant Town Attorney. The purpose of this public hearing is for the Town Board to consider the adoption of Section 135-15, Town Board authorized to modify fees. The Town Board may modify from time to time any charge or fee set forth under this chapter by Town Board resolution. And then we would just renumber the current 135-15, which is the one effective section, to 135-16.
Anybody have any questions regarding this hearing? If not, we'll move on. I'll move to close the hearing.
Second.
Supervisor Vecchio,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Councilman Wareheim,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella.
Yes.
Under correspondence, we have a special event, third reading for Barella's Farm Stand Fall Festival, and a first reading for the Sergeant W. Cook VFW Post 395 Veterans Day Parade. Anybody wish to be heard for or against those events? We'll move on.
Under resolution, the town board to authorize the town clerk to advertise for the following bids that will return at Town Hall 99 West Main Street on the dates indicated at 11 a.m. Letter A, bid number 17-070, drainage improvements at Clinton Avenue and Carroll Place, St. James, returnable August 24th, 2017. Bid number 17-072, demolition of two structures of private properties, returnable September 21st, 2017. Bid number 17-075, truck 10-wheel with dump bodies, returnable August 24th, 2017. Bid number 17-062, food service items, August 24th, 2017, returnable. E, bid number 17-071, horizontal wood waste grinder, returnable August 24th, 2017. And bid number 17-074, polyethylene bags, returnable August 24th, 2017.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman Wareheim,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchio.
Yes.
Item number 2, the town board to award the following bids and to authorize the purchase of the associated goods and services as 2A and B. Bid number 17-059 for a requirements contract for refuse remediation. And bid number 17-016 for traffic signal installation to Commander Electric.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman Wareham,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchio.
Yes.
Item number 3, the town board to approve the following minutes approval. Number 1, town board regular nights meeting, June 22nd, 2017, 7 p.m. Town board regular meeting, July 11th, 2017, 2 p.m. Town board special meeting, July 25th, 2017, 10 a.m. B, retention of services of John S. Gross Realty Appraisal for cost not to exceed $3,450. Adoption of local law number 4-2017, chapter 112 to amend the town code. Town to approve the levy costs and expenses incurred and the amount of $44,100 in connection with removal and violations of chapter 112. Town board to approve the levy of costs of expenses incurred by the town of Smithtown, $34,000 as per chapter 112-25. Town clerk to issue a special event permit to Barella's Farm Stand. Modification of the Community Development Budget Program for year 42. Town attorney or appropriate official to enter into stipulation of settlement agreement with consent to entry order regarding various tax certiorari matters. I, fire marshals to go to an asbestos arson course, fire arson course. Fire Marshal Matthew Rhea also to go to a fire arson course. K, amendment of resolution 2017-335, adopt the town board on March 3rd, 2017, to increase the amount of Dr. Susan P. Zolo's fees for veterinary services, not to exceed $50,000. Agreement with the 2017 Highway Road Program to add Old Mill Road and Long Beach Road, St. James. Amend Resolution 2017-650, a request to Michael J. Fitzpatrick and Senator John Flanagan to introduce legislation to authorize alienation of 4,000 square feet of parkland, and an amendment to Resolution 2017-01, adopted by the Town Board on February 7th.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah,
Yes.
Councilman Warehime,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Victory.
Item number 4, the Town Board authorized the controller to execute the following various increase in revenue codes and transfers as per 4A through I.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah,
Yes.
Councilman Warehime,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Victory.
Yes.
Town Board to authorize the supervisor to execute on form approved by the town attorney, extension of agreements for 1 year to August 13, 2018 for the use of Edward Mansiski Fire Training Center by fire districts and the Village of Nessequag per the attached list. Agreement with Landscape Structures, Inc. to furnish and install a splash pad safety surface at a park. Amendment with Pamela Kissenhan, nurse practitioner, to provide services to the town as nurse practitioner on staff for Horizon Counseling and Education Center.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah,
Yes.
Councilman Warehime,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Victory.
Yes.
Town Board to authorize the acceptance of 6A and B J.P. Morgan Chase check and acceptance of a $100 donation per the printed agenda items.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah,
Yes.
Councilman Warehime,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Victory.
Yes.
Item number 7, the Town Board to authorize the release of the following as per 7A Bank of Smithtown passbook.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah,
Yes.
Councilman Warehime,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Victory.
Yes.
Item number 8, the Town Board to authorize the Town Clerk to advertise for the following request for proposals to be returned to Smithtown Purchasing Department, 65 Maple Avenue, Smithtown, New York, till 4 p.m. on the dates indicated. RFP number 17-069, Planning and Implementation of the Enterprise GIS, returnable August 31st, 2017. And B, RFP number 17-079, Design Plan for Downtown Kings Park, returnable September 7th, 2017.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah,
Yes.
Councilman Warehime,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes.
Supervisor
Yes.
Victory.
Number 9, Town Board to approve settlements per the following, per the recommendation of the Town Attorney as per 9A, B, and C, $150, $165.21, and $1,210.41.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah,
Yes.
Councilman Warehime,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Victory.
Yes.
Under Personnel, item number Town Board to approve the following personnel matters as per number 2, and number 1A through K. These are all full-time appointment, part-time appointments, salary increases, and full-time appointments for the printed agenda items.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah,
Yes.
Councilman Warehime,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Victory.
Item number 3, the Town Board to authorize the following amendments to the Uniform Traffic Code, and to authorize the Traffic Safety Department to install and maintain the necessary signs as per the schedules items.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah,
Yes.
Councilman Warehime,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Victory.
Yes.
And we have 2 read-ons. SAG agreement regarding oversight of the animal shelter and supervisor. This is the ID number 13678. Agreement with the Smithtown Administrative Guilds concerning the oversight of the animal shelter supervision position by the Public Safety Director, and to further authorize amendment to the collective bargaining agreement with SAG concerning the salary of the Public Safety Director as per resolution number 13678.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah,
Yes.
Councilman Warehime,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Victory.
Yes.
Second read-on will be amendment to the Smithtown Landing Country Club agreement with Michael Hebron. Amendment to the Smithtown Landing Country Club agreement with Michael Hebron. Exercise option to extend an additional 5-year period from January 1st, 2020 through December 31st, 2024, as per resolution ID number 13677.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah,
Yes.
Councilman Warehime,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Victory.
Yes.
And now we move on to the Board of Water Commissioners to authorize the following. 1 will be a transfer, 2 will be a transfer, 3 transfer, 4 controller to dispose of 1 vehicle, 5 an extension of a bid, and 6 amendment resolution of 2017-12 and minutes approval of June 22nd, 2017 at 7 p.m.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah,
Yes.
Councilman Warehime,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Victory.
Yes. Approve the minutes.
Yeah, we did.
Wishing to be heard, Meg Shutka, please.
Good afternoon, Meg Shutka, Hitherbrook Road, St. James. I just wanted to make you aware that there is a legislative resolution in the New York State Senate declaring September 16th, 2017 as Microvillus Inclusion Disease Awareness Day.
Can you
Micro-
repeat that?
It's September 16th, 2017.
No, the resolution name?
The resolution is Microvillus Inclusion Disease Awareness Day in the state of New York, and I would like the town to also consider that day for Microvillus Inclusion Disease Awareness. And the reason I'm asking for this was brought forward by a family that lives in Nassau County with I'm going to get a little weepy here, I'm sorry, with a son that's 3 years old. Microvillus inclusion is a disease. It's very rare. 1 in 40 million children are born with it. The children cannot absorb nutrients from food. They have to be fed by IVs. And unfortunately, there is a little boy in Kings Park named Bradley Edward Shutka, my grandson, that also has this disease. He is 7 years old. When he was born, he was told, or his parents were told, he would not live past 9 months. So it's a miracle he's still alive and he's doing well. And I wanted the town board to know this, and also maybe recognize this disease. We're not asking for any money. There are 2 foundations. The one in Nassau County raises money for research. The one in, it's actually based in Florida, started by my daughter who's in the Navy. We raise money for gift cards for the children. I'm not asking for money. I'm just asking for the town board to maybe consider this day as a special day in the town of Smithtown, being that there is a child also in Kings Park with this. There are about 4 children in the United States with this disease, and I think there's 6 children worldwide. That's how rare it is. There's really no funding for cures for this. So luckily this family has raised some money. They're sending over to, I believe they sent over to Switzerland because somebody is researching it. So hopefully they will find a cure, but at this point there's nothing. I also, in a happy note, I would like to thank the town board for those wonderful concerts at the library and the beach. They're so much fun, and they're great bands. And I'm also glad summer nights, the last night is tomorrow night. Yes, it does affect the businesses, but as my daughter-in-law, who is the mother of this child, says, we choose happiness. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Corey, is it Getke?
Yeah, thank you.
Corey Victoria Geske, 73 Atterbury Drive, Smithtown. Supervisor, members of the board. Speaking of signs, today I wanted to bring to your attention news of the proposed Town Hall National Register Historic District that appeared in the Smithtown News. And my July 13th letter, signed The Times, will brief you on the tourist signs that have been installed east and west of Town Hall and the Arthur House for George Washington's Spy Trail. The Arthur House is Main Street's only Revolutionary-era house on the 25A Spy Trail, which turns north at the library. The Spy Sign project, led by the Ward Melville Heritage Organization and North Shore Promotion Alliance, required a resolution that passed the State Senate and Assembly in May, recognizing the contribution of America's first espionage network, the Culper Spy Ring. Washington's chief operative, Culper Sr., was Abraham Woodhull of Setauket, whose daughter, Mary Woodhull Arthur, called the Arthur House on West Main her home. That's a fact that now needs to be broadcast. Her family tree included William Floyd, signer of the Declaration of Independence. The Spy Trail would not exist if not for the father of Mary Woodhull Arthur of Smithtown, a true daughter of the American Revolution. According to Long Island Business, more than 1 million tourists travel 25A each year, and tourism officials believe the region's economy will benefit from those seeking to visit the trail. I've asked the New York State DOT to consider adding another sign just east of the Bull on West Main to inform travelers from 25 and 25A they are on the trail. So Smithtown is now one of the first towns that have requested additional signage. These are vital signs, vital being the root of revitalization. They signal revitalization of downtown Smithtown has begun. Right now, Congressman Swazi and Zeldin are co-sponsoring H.R. 3514, designating Washington Spike Trail as a National Historic Trail. H.R. 3514 was introduced on the floor of the House just days ago and is now in committee. The National Historic Trail would guide tourists right to the center of the proposed Town Hall National Register Historic District in downtown Smithtown. I'm asking you to draft a resolution to explore establishment of a Town Hall National Register Historic District with the application process to be expedited by the Town Planning Department in cooperation with SPLIA, New York State's Historic Preservation Office, and the community. Let Smithtown lead the way in a big way, capitalizing on its own special history and world-class architecture added to the heritage now being recognized at state and national levels for all towns along the 25A Washington Spike Trail from Great Neck to Port Jeff. I'm asking you to make the most of the 8-month head start I gave the town when first proposing the National District, which offers a critical component in a master plan for Smithtown's vital future. Please add local support to this historic effort.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions?
No.
I have copies of the articles, and this was the proposal, Mr. Bacchiola.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
William J. Holtz, G. Holtz.
Good afternoon. I'm William Holst, H-O-L-S-T. I was before you in the end of April talking about the budget process, specifically the capital budget. And I read, it was reported last month that the supervisor had asked all the department heads to provide their budget requests but on or before August 4th. And it also noted that it was reported that the town controller said that in conjunction with that request, that it was a process that he was working on to have the capital budget requests also supplied, on or before that date. So there'd be a coordinated effort between the capital budget and the operating budget. So when I spoke in April, I was talking about how the town board as a whole could have a citizens advisory committee in terms of the capital budget. If you're combining both budgets, I would suggest that there's be an open citizens advisory committee on the budget process, and that there be the opportunity, real opportunity, for public input. I know school districts do that. It's done in other governments, that there be this open process. I think that not only would it be good for the public to have their input, but I think that what I witnessed between April 27th and May 7th, where suddenly there was another item that was left off the capital budget, and there was confusion among the members of the town board. I think that would not just be good for the public, but be good for the members of the town board in terms of having an open process. The process, as you may recall, was so bad between April 27th and May 7th that there was the Smithtown News editorial of May 11th noted the failure of the current board to, quote, understand even the basics of the town budget. So I don't think this town board really wants to project that image that they're not communicating with one another, they're not opening things up to the public. So this would be a real opportunity, and I would ask that members of the public and members of the press, upon request, be given copies of what the department heads requested, on or before August 4th, and that there be a citizens advisory committee set up so that we can have the process be not just more transparent for the public, but also that it works better for the town board as a whole. So I would hope that you would consider those requests, and particularly in light of the fact of any sort of combination of the capital budget and the operating budget, this would seem to be the time to consider that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Patty started.
Nothing further this time.
Amy Fortunato.
It's gone. Gone.
So the baby, I think the baby was crying.
Read this one. I'm not gonna go to it.
John Obanchek?
Amy, you may still have her emails.
This one I missed.
She might come back, she had a meeting, she went down.
Good afternoon, Town Board. Here to bring a few things up. My first is, I did a FOIL request on Mel Cohen's investigation of George Beatty.
John, raise it up.
I did a FOIL request of George Beatty making Karen keep her lunch in that freezer with the dead animals, and Mel Cohen's investigation, and the FOIL request came back denied. See the explanation on the back. The back of the paper is empty. I've got 2 phone calls into Matt, no return phone call yet.
Continue.
Well, I'd like to know why I'm being denied a FOIL request.
Well, this is not, you don't ask, asking questions here, you put it in writing and you will get the answer from the town attorney.
Okay. Been getting notifications that the dogs have not been getting walked. One of the reasons why Sue Hansen was terminated was she had the workers walking the dogs. So that the workers of the shelter are not allowed to walk the dogs. I went out there yesterday, did a live video, unannounced, showed up, was out there for half an hour. There were 2 dog pens outside visible from the street. There were no dogs in either pen, and not one dog entered or left the building. Can we hire someone specifically to walk the dogs, since the employees can't walk the dogs, and this way not relying on volunteers that might not show up that day?
I was there yesterday, not when you were there, and the dogs were being walked, and there were dogs in that area over there.
All right. Well, I would-
I'm there 3 to 4 days a week, and I see a different story. So I'm seeing the dogs being
I just
active.
saw what I saw yesterday. I want to continue on because they didn't stop the clock when you were speaking. There's many people have been telling me
You
about
got a
these.
minute and 24 seconds.
There's a lot of these spas going on in the neighborhood. People have been inboxing me, telling me that there's been like prostitution and brothels. I spoke to Mr. Warheim yesterday. There's one above a nursery school down on Main Street, across the street from Capital One Bank. The address is 109D. There's a sign that says open, but it doesn't tell you what they're doing. So if it was a legitimate business, I would think they would have a sign. There's a wig salon down in Comac, 1088. There's, again, it's heavily guarded with cameras. People and neighbors have been saying they've actually spoke to you in the Rudy's gas station, personally spoke to you, and you haven't been doing anything about it. And Mr. Warheim said he would look into it. Again, it's 1088 on Comac Road. It's above the wig salon. And then,
Both of those, Mr. Urbancic, both of those addresses, after we spoke, have been turned over to the Public Safety Department for investigation along with the Suffolk County Police.
thank you very much. And I
If
have
you ever
another
see
thing.
anything, you can call the police as well.
I've recorded some action. Also, Main Street, there's a bus stop right outside here, a block up. There's weeds that are 5 foot tall. There's pictures on helping dogs and cats. There's on Melmead Avenue, they're 8 feet tall. There's a broken sidewalk outside the Fred Astaire Dance Studio. The curb is sunken in. The red pavers, dangerous situation, 3 feet deep, you could fall. And also, those pictures are on helping dogs and cats for everyone to see. We need to clean up Main Street. It's very,
You're
very
finished,
broken
Mr.
curbs everywhere.
Your time is up. Thank you.
Mr.
Amy Fortunato?
Is Amy still?
No, she's gone.
Okay, yeah, she did have the baby, okay.
That's it.
I'll move to close the hearing.
Second.
Supervisor Vecchia?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Councilman Warehime?
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack?
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella?
Yes.